Let's talk UFC, an event held that features multiple MMA fights. These fights have main events and co-mains. These fights can be title fights, meaning that a new fighter could be crowned in any weight class. The next upcoming event is UFC Dufari, taking place on November the 4th in Madison Square Garden. We're also going to be talking about some fights from the recent card and cards coming after the Dufari card. My guest joining us today is George Blake, an avid fan of the UFC.
Well, I'll probably need to get closer if it's...
Well, the first thing I want to know is your thoughts on the Khabib-McGregor fight.
Conor got his ass whooped, and he wants to fight again, but doesn't deserve it, even though he's got that money. He might end up getting it if he gives enough money, even though Khabib said no.
Right, so Khabib winning the fight, was that your initial prediction on it or no?
It made sense, but I did want Conor.
Game.
Yeah, he's fucking undefeated. He's only lost, technically he hasn't lost a round, but ages going of all, the Russian organisation.
And he also lost a round to Conor.
Looked like he, Conor hadn't fought for years, but it's Conor McGregor, so I kind of wanted him to get the fucking stamp in.
Just hit him with that left.
Yeah, well, he fucked up Eddie, and he fucked up Jose. You wouldn't have expected that. Not to that degree anyway.
Who do you think they're gonna fight?
I don't know. There's talks about Khabib moving, but I don't think he will. Just because.
What do you mean by moving?
Moving to a different organisation.
Okay.
50 Cent was trying to buy him into Bellator. He wants to fight Floyd, but it might happen because Floyd might want the money. There's talks about Conor fighting Silva. Makes no sense.
Do you think it will happen?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Because I don't know if Silva could cut down and Conor's only going to go up to about 170.
Let's talk about another fight on 229. The Ferguson-Pettis fight.
It was an interesting fight.
Was it everything you thought it would be?
Well, Tony's a fucking badass. His leg probably worked a bit better than I thought it was, because he injured that bad boy. But I don't know. Anthony hasn't been a champion for years. His only recent, his most recent win was against Chiesa. So it made sense that Tony won. It would have been cool if he got if Anthony got the comeback and started doing something. Oh, Tony could fight Conor. Could fight.
I was about to ask that.
That would be an alright fight. I still think Khabib would probably win that, unless Tony just stuck to the ground and because that's where Khabib wins, because everyone tries to get up, gets really tired because his main defense is about stopping people from getting up. But if Tony sat down there, probably get him in a triangle.
Alright, moving on from 229, we got Dufari. And
Yeah.
the card itself has changed tremendously.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
Fights have gone from main to not even being featured, and some fights have just kind of stole the spotlight.
Yeah.
And even Chris Weidman has a new opponent.
Exactly.
So what are your thoughts on those two fights, the main event and co-main?
The main event
Okay.
Daniel
Daniel Cormier against Derek Lewis.
It doesn't really make sense. I guess it makes sense on DC's part because it's a really easy fight for him. He's planning on retiring, so retiring as a double champ would be sick. So I think Derek Lewis is a good fight for him. But Derek's gonna get fucked up. Chris Weidman.
Yep. Ronaldo Salsa.
Yeah. I mean, I would have preferred Luke Rockhold because they've already fought before and it would have been interesting. Well, pretty sure they've fought before, I can't remember. Yeah. Fucking fucked up his knee. Would have been fun because I don't know, they're both former champions, I'm pretty sure. I don't know much about Jack Gray, but I know he's pretty good at striking and he's got some kicks. Chris is really good on the ground, but Jack Gray's Brazilian, so he's gonna have jiu-jitsu, so
Both older fighters.
yeah.
4 years difference.
I don't know, age is a big thing, but
yeah, it's not all that much in height and the reach.
Yeah, well, Chris is 34. That's kind of prime for some fighters. I'm pretty sure Conor's 32 or some shit. So it's not. 38's quite bad, but it's not I don't know. Randy Couture was beating people up in his 40s. and was being a champion.
Isn't Anderson Silva quite old now as well?
He must be like
about to fight.
He must be like 40 old.
Check.
Yeah, let's check.
He's 43.
I think he got caught for steroids though, so his body's gonna be like. I don't know if he'll be able to cut down enough. To be fair, Anderson Silva though, if he was gonna fight Conor.
What's his main weight class?
Welter.
Welterweight.
Yeah. Well,
And Conor being.
no, not welter. He's middleweight.
Yeah, that's.
Anderson Silva was middleweight, light heavyweight. Yeah. I don't know. I doubt. And Conor.
Seems more of like a hype fight than anything else.
Yeah, well, they wanted to do.
Just want to bring in money.
Yeah, they wanted to do Anderson Silva versus GSP like a few months back, but that would have been interesting like years ago, but not now.
And Silva was suspended for a year, right?
Yeah, steroids, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So another fighter that's also been through that is John Jones.
Yeah, he was suspended for a little bit.
And he will be returning in UFC
232. Yeah, that's going to be a good fight.
Yeah?
Just because watching the Alexander Gustafsson fight, it was like Alex wasn't as good as he is now, but John is a fucking beast. Even though he's had like a few years off, he fucking knocked out DT with a fucking head kick. And oh no, his suspension's kind of bullshit because there wasn't even that much shit in his system. Like it was in his system.
It's there though.
Yeah, but it's reported. Well, people are pretty sure it's because he did cocaine.
Oh right.
And so it was in there when he did it. Because it came up, so it wasn't in his after fight test, but it was in his pre-fight. So like to have it like that means there was like such a little bit that it's clear that he just wasn't purposely taking it, like, because you wouldn't take, if you took it on purpose, you would have a significant amount in your system.
So another interesting fight on this card is the co-main, the women at featherweight, Chris Cyborg against Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a good fight. I think Nunes' last fight was back in, and it was like a good few months back now, for the Brazilian card when like who was fighting on that? Colby fought Rafael dos Santos, I'm pretty sure on that card. I don't know. She fought recently this year, won. She's really good at striking. Chris Cyborg, it's really hard to find her a contender. Nunes probably has to go up because Chris can't get off another £10 because she struggles with that.
Other than that, seems pretty equal.
Yeah, it's not.
It seems it though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
statistics.
Like when they're reaching everything, it all looks. But
something we missed.
Holloway
Max Holloway will take a fight.
Ooh, it's a good fight.
UFC 231.
Yeah, I mean when was that? That was supposed to happen previously in this year. Alright, I feel like Ortega's gonna win.
Ortega's gonna win?
Yeah, just because he's younger. But he's fucking 13-0. He's destroying. Knocked out Frankie Edgar.
Hasn't lost yet.
Yeah. Holloway is really fucking good, but I don't know. Ortega's like just.
Did you say Holloway has enough experience to take on this fight?
Oh yeah, he's got more than enough.
Yeah. He's
been fighting for years, man. Oh wait, Ortega's older. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He's had a really good a few years then. Because people have only really given a shit about him in the last like 2-3 years. If he takes him to the floor, he's gonna be able to take him easy. I forgot he did some really fancy shit against someone. I forgot who.
I should bring up his last fights. Yeah, looking down the methods of how he's beat his opponents, seems like he's well versed in every aspect of fighting there.
Yeah, knockout. Most of it's submission, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, guillotine. He's proven that he has got, like, no one's ever knocked out fucking Frankie. And Clay Guida Clay's a bit shit, but he's a fucking beast and doesn't stop, so to knock him out, And the way that he lost first round on that fight, easy, and then he just changed up his game plan. It was like one of the best. Because you noticed that Clay kept fucking ducking his head when he kept throwing the right. So he went for the uppercut a bunch of times and just fucking I think it was the last 10, 20 seconds, knocked him out with a knee.
Last question.
Yeah.
If you could make your own matchup, who would you want to see fight here? I want a good reason for it as well.
Demetrius Johnson. Wait, can it be in any organisation?
Yeah.
Demetrius Johnson versus Francis Ngannou, whatever his name is.
Why would you want to see that one then?
Because Francis is a heavyweight punching machine that can, and then Demetrius is just really small, but like.
So you just want to see it for more of the entertainment side.
Yeah, I want to see how far Demetrius would go with an uppercut.
Oh.
Yeah, because he would go far. He isn't gonna touch him. Okay. That would be. It would just be funny as fuck. Or Stefan Struve, like Stefan Struve.
That's all we have time for today. Be sure to check out the fights on November the 4th. UFC 230 tickets are on sale, and there's an option for pay-per-view.